Hello and welcome to the season finale of the Hong Kong Racing Show. Andrew Brown and Alex Evers with you as always to get you up to speed with everything in the world of Hong Kong racing viewed through a North American lens. Fun show coming up a little later. Alex and I will have for you our top 5 wild predictions for next Hong Kong season. So we're going to share them with you very shortly. But firstly, how's everything with you, Alex?
Good. It's been lovely in the UK. Got to see Constitution River win the Eclipse Stakes, which was great. Maybe we'll see him at the Breeders' Cup. Maybe we'll see him at HKR later in the year. But he was a lovely horse, and it was actually really fun to get to see the British crowd, how much they love Ryan Moore and how pumped up they were to see him win that race. It was pretty unique.
Yeah, and did he give you a bit of a smile, or you caught him having a bit of a smile with the crowd in one of your photos,
He
didn't you?
he had a bit of a smile at the crowd when they were yelling, "Thanks for buying me beers all day, Ryan." It was
Great.
great. He couldn't keep himself from chuckling at him. So I mean, just a completely different vibe than from the U.S. or Hong Kong when he's here. But great to see him ride, and my wife was really pumped to see him win too.
Oh, that's cool. In other news, it's breakfast on me at Del Mar over the summer. USA and Australia both crashing out of the World Cup since we last recorded our last show. But it was round 32 for Australia's Socceroos. USA going one step further in the round of 16 before, I might add, being absolutely trounced by Belgium. But that was enough to get you over the line with our little wager, which has been carrying on for a few weeks. So breakfast on me.
Yeah, but I don't feel good about that. That was embarrassing. That was like I'd rather got knocked out before that and not actually had that embarrassing game. And I got up at 1:30 in the morning to watch it here in the
Oh,
UK, and it was I shut it down after 60 minutes. After the keeper gaffed that ball, I was like, I'm done with this. I cannot support this anymore. And so I'm not gonna feel good about having this breakfast brownie, but a win's a win. We take them however we can get them.
okay. Well, I think there is a Denny's right near the racetrack. I've never been to Denny's.
Oh, we're going to Denny's then. I got a mate in Australia. They're in Hong Kong there that loves Denny's, so that would be a fitting place to go for a poor performance by the USA after getting past you guys.
Perfect. All right. Well, it sounds like a really cheap date then as well. All right. Well, speaking of the World Cup, a really cool initiative at Happy Valley during the week with a race called Eight to Glory. The jockeys trading their regular silks that they would have worn for the colours of the 8 countries in the World Cup quarterfinals. Super cool idea. And also take a listen to Tom's call over the final stages.
Forza Toro leading by 4 lengths on Lucky Year, who's coming out and after them, still there as podium, but Forza Toro on the colours of Spain. Oh, as cool as you like. He slipped it past the keeper, finds the back of the net.
Great call there from Tom Woody. Slips it past the keeper and finds the back of the net. Forza Toro, the winner, ridden by Joe Moreira, wearing the colours of Spain, Alex. So that could be a sign of things to come for Spanish football over the next week. They face Belgium in Los Angeles on Friday, and that was a winning double too for Joe Moreira and Caspar Fownes. But a super cool idea.
Yeah, really cool idea. And I love that I had the net out there and the fans seem to get into it. And then did you see? I was watching from over here. Joe gave a nice punt to the ball and kicked it into the crowd. I mean, they had done before the race, so somebody got a nice collective fan thing there, and it was great to see. And the guys look like they had a really good time with it too. And that's kind of what this stuff is all about: is bringing happiness to racing and bringing people together. Much
Yeah,
like the World Cup.
absolutely. That's just been the whole spirit of the World Cup here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico too. It's just been a really, really good time. Side note, Forza Toro, I had to look it up because I thought, is that Spanish? It's actually Italian, and it means come on Toro or come on Bull in Italian to cheer on athletes and sports teams. So some synergies there. Possibly that could be an omen bet for Spain. But it's also something that would be called out to say Rafa Nadal at tennis. It would be like Vamos Toro or something like that. So interesting synergies there. You know, one of those hunch plays possibly if somebody's looking to have a bet in who will go all the way in the World Cup. Alex, I should also note too, Caspar Fownes. I would say as we have a look at the latest trainer standings, he's probably got it wrapped up now. That was a double for him and Joe Moreira at Happy Valley during the week, and he's got a nice buffer on Danny Shum and Mark Newnham now.
Yeah, and he's got a good book on Saturday as well there at Sha Tin, or Sunday, Sha Tin. So it looks like he's got that all but wrapped up to me.
Yeah. So we never want to go the early crow, as we say in Australia, which is like saying that he's home when you're 10 lengths in front at the furlong marker, because anything can happen. But given that it's our last show, congratulations, Caspar. Should we say that? No, we better not. We better not.
Ooh, do you want to go an extra week, Brownie, and get him on next week? Have a
No,
little
we need
chat
a
with
break.
Caspar?
No, we need a spell. We need a spell. I'm going to the paddock. All right, Alex. It's the moment everybody has been waiting for. Our top 5 wild predictions for next season in Hong Kong. Take it away with your number 1.
All right, with number 1 here, first one up, in no particular order, by the way. We got Romantic Warrior winning his 5th Hong Kong Cup in a row, with him and J-Mac celebrate some really unprecedented feat right there, getting 5 in a row.
Okay, fair enough. And I mean, it sounds wild in the fact that a horse could win 5 straight Hong Kong Cups, but it's really not beyond the it's possible, right? It's very possible the way he's around this most recent season, wrapping up the Triple Crown. And I actually agree with you. For my top wild prediction as well, I think the Old Warrior wins a 5th Hong Kong Cup in December, but I'm going to add a little twist to it, Alex.
Okay.
Romantic Warrior wins a 5th Hong Kong Cup, and it's his last ever race. He retires in the winner's circle at Sha Tin on International Day. We know it's his last race in advance too, so there's a massive build-up, and it draws one of the biggest crowds ever to Sha Tin. So wild prediction number 1 for me. Romantic Warrior wins a 5th Hong Kong Cup, and then he retires.
Does he beat Calandigan? As Mikhail Barcelona said, he's not afraid to go run against him. He wants the champ. Does he beat Calandigan in that race? How good would that be?
Yeah.
Get him back in Masquerade Ball. Oof, what a race. Brownie, this is the most exciting part, is the hypothetical, the what if derby.
Yeah.
Well, my second one, Brownie, I'm a little bit adrift from you there, is I've got Romantic Warrior winning the Cup, staying in training, and then going back to Saudi and avenging the Saudi Cup loss. There's no Forever Young. There's no Nyxos. And he's going to go out there and he's going to win. And that'll be the end of his career, winning in Saudi Arabia, capping it off with a $20 million purse.
That would be an incredible end to his career too. And it would take some beating to get him in terms of highest earner as well in the world if he was to win a Saudi Cup. So yeah, that was amazing. That would be amazing. I like it. All right, my second wild prediction is Invincible Ibis wins the mile, the Hong Kong Mile, and Champions Mile.
Ooh, I like that. A little bit of a homer pick. So then you're saying he would be the champion miler in Hong Kong if he pulled that feat off?
100%. Yeah, I thought he was obviously he was one of the standout during the 4-year-old season last year, and I think he still ran a good Champions Mile as well. As just my wish was just a little bit more seasoned, but I think he'll be back bigger and better than ever, Invincible Ibis, next season. So yeah, I've got him to win those 2 big races. All right, number 3 for you, Alex.
Number 3 for me, and now that we're going through this, it doesn't seem very bold at all. But I've got Kai Ying Rising, another perfect season, another Everest, and he goes out still undefeated in another season. So he's going to push his record. Add another 8 wins to that total?
Yeah.
So we'll push him to 28 wins. He'll get past Black Caviar at this point in the season. That's kind of what I'm going with.
Yeah, and he'll be getting close to Winks. All right. No, it's certainly a big possibility as well. Along the same theme, Kai Ying Rising, I think that he wins the Everest by more than 5 lengths. Listen, he wasn't at his best last year, and he went down to Australia, traveling for the first time internationally, and still won well, probably at 75-80%, I think David Hayes said. This year, with the experience of doing that trip before, the fact that the horse is even better than what he was a year ago, and the competition at this stage looks pretty much the same, I think Kai Ying Rising absolutely donkey licks them in the Everest. He's going to put at least 5 on them. So that's my wild prediction. Number 3, Kai Ying Rising to win the Everest by more than 5 lengths. Number 4 for you, Alex.
Number 4 for me. This is another spicy one. They're getting more picante as they go along. But Hot Delight sweeps the Classic Series and joins the likes of Rapper Dragon and Golden 60 next season. I'm a big Hot Delight guy.
Wow. Well, yeah. There's a lot of excitement around this horse. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch him next season. He may run into a horse trained by my next prediction. Trainer James Cummings gets a Group 1 in his maiden season training in Hong Kong. That's my wild prediction number 4. I think he's one of the best young trainers in the world. He's got the pedigree. He's had a nice freshen up. He's going to be ready and raring to go. All he needs is the stock, and no doubt he's going to get plenty of good horses and have plenty of support from the owners in Hong Kong. He may even win the Hong Kong Derby in year 1 with a horse called Providence, Alex, who was just sold to Hong Kong interests from Australia and will be trained by James. He won the Queensland Derby, Providence, over 2,400 metres. So look out for James in his first season. I think he's going to have a big one. If you remember Werther, of course you remember Werther, he was runner-up in a Queensland Derby before his incredible career in Hong Kong too. So look out for Providence and look out for James Cummings next season.
That's the race that numbers came out of. Second in the Derby this year. That's a key race. Would you venture to say that the Hong Kong Derby isn't technically an international Group 1? It's a Hong Kong Group 1. Would you venture that he goes in an international, an open grade 1? Maybe something like Champions Day? Would you pick a race that he could get in?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think International Day is not out of the question as well, right? December. If he hits the ground running in October. So yeah, for sure. All right, Alex, number 5, your 5th wildest prediction for next season.
The King, Zach Purton, gets over the 150 winners mark next season in Hong Kong. And we haven't seen who all the official jockeys are yet, but I think he's going to get 150 next year.
Okay.
He's got 140 right now. So it's not that bold, but he'd have to have a couple things go his way there to get over the hump.
Yeah, well, he's got to have another a big season, right? I think his best was in the 170s or something when he was riding at around 25% as well. So that's huge. 150 winners. Obviously, he was just head and shoulders above the rest of them this year. One jockey along the same theme who I think is just continuing to improve and is my wild prediction next is Andrea Azzani. And I think he's going to have an 80-win season to be firmly second in the Jockeys Championship title next season. He's going to end with over 60 this year, so I'm not being that bold. He had 58 last season, so I'm thinking he's going to get another 20. He's on an upward trajectory there, of course. I think there's room for him to pick up probably another, maybe 70 rides from what he rode this season. And if he can do that, there's another, 7 to 10 winners at his current winning rate of 11%. But I think if he increases his winning rate too, he can get himself up to that 80, 85 season, which is pretty darn good in honkers. And he's currently battling it out with Hugh Bowman to come second behind Zach Purton in the Jockeys Championship. So good luck to those two as well in our final 2 cards of the year, which are coming up. So they are our wild predictions for next season. It's going to be a beauty. It's time now, Alex, to find everyone a winner for the final card of the season at Sha Tin this weekend. And the feature race on the final card at Sha Tin for the season is the Class 1 Hong Kong Racehorse Owners Association Trophy. It's race 8 on the card over the 1,600 metres. It's about a mile. Number 1 is last season's Derby winner, Cap Ferrar. Beauty Joy is coming off a win in the Premier Plate. I'm pretty sure I tipped Beauty Joy in that race too, didn't I?
You did. You did.
Thank you very much. Sagacious Life ran well last out for the first time under Caspar Fownes. Joe Moreira rides. Those two are in form. A hot combo. Huge Wave has been ultra consistent. Speed map shows Salal Fighter taking up the charge. That's how he did it to winning the last out in a Class 2. Alex, this is the last Class 1 of the season. How are you lighting this candle?
I'm lighting this candle with, and I seem to be jumping back on the last time winners, but I like Soleil Fighter a little bit, drawing for barrier 8, but it's a little bit longer run into the turn. Gets the 10-pound claim with Nicola Yoon, who's been riding absolutely out of her mind, and she has a lot of talent. And I can't wait to see what she does next season. Interesting race though too, Brownie. Like we get two Derby winners. We have Massive Sovereign and Cap Ferrat, which is, it's really cool. In America, we don't see Derby winners running against each other nearly ever. Ferdinand and Ali Sheba, probably the last time saw that in the 80s. But I'm going to go with Soleil Fighter on top. I like Huge Wave in decent form, a tougher barrier, drawing out 9. And then I'm putting in third place Sagacious Life, who'd run really well and found more form back there with Caspar Fownes. So those are the 3 that I'm on.
Yeah, well, I'm with your third selection, Sagacious Life. I think he just looks to get the perfect trip behind your top selection. And under expert steering from Joe Moreira, should improve second up for Caspar. I think he has the class edge here. Beauty Joy looked great last out, got him as the biggest danger. He also looks to get a pretty good run from post 6 with Huey up. Silvery Breeze. I've got in for third to fill out my trifecta. Alex, another horse I like on the card. Race 10, number 8, Aero Volonic, who was desperately unlucky last out. Stepped up to a mile with Andrea Atzani aboard. He's going to be my best bet at Sha Tin this weekend. Anything else you like?
Satono Rev in the July Cup at Newmarket Saturday. That's what I like. We'd love to see him have a big run there and flatter the form of our champion, Kai Ying Rising.
Yeah, the Hong Kong Sprint runner-up or third? Remind me, Satono Rev.
He's been second in Champions Day. I think he was third in December. And then he just got nosed out by
Helios.
Well, yeah, I couldn't remember that horse's name. I was drawing a blank there for a second.
Yeah, Helios.
You picked me up, Brady. Thank you.
No worries, mate. Well, thank you too, Alex. We have done. Dallas will probably be able to tell us. I think it's 44 or 46 episodes, something like that, this season without a break. It's been quite the ride, and we wrap up our second season doing this show. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you very much for coming along for the ride as well.
No, it's the best, Brandon. I love it, and I can't wait to see you back in the States, and I can't wait to see you at Del Mar, and I can't wait to have Moons Over My Hammy, Sans Hammy at Denny's. It's a lovely sandwich. That's a good breakfast sandwich. What a name, by the way. Moons Over My Hammy. It's a egg, cheese, and ham breakfast sandwich, but I'm gonna eat meat, so no hammy.
I don't know if I'm excited about this breakfast. I'm certainly curious about this breakfast, but we'll see how it goes. I mentioned Dallas then, who has just been a really important member of the team as well, with Hong Kong Racing North America, does just a tremendous job editing this show every single week. Thank you very much, sir, and everybody else that's been involved in this show. All of the terrific guests that we've had from all over Hong Kong and all over the world as well, particularly our regulars such as Zach Purton and Mark Newnham. But I don't want to single people out. We've just had so many great trainers and jockeys on as our guests, and we really appreciate their time. And finally, the viewers, you guys who have been watching this show over the season and supporting us and supporting the content. We really appreciate you, and we hope you'll come back and join us next season. If we get the green light to come back as well, we'll have to make sure we get that. But as I said, it's been a great season. We hope you've learned more and become more engaged with Hong Kong racing here in the United States or wherever you're watching us from around the world. And we look forward to sharing more Hong Kong racing with you as we go forward. Alex, that's probably enough from me. Should we say bye?
We got to go. We've done enough. We've hit the line strong. We're like the mother-in-law. We'll stay until he asks us to leave.
All right, mate. I'll see you in Del Mar next week. And we will see you next time on the Hong Kong Racing Show.